Hey guys, Jonah here, back, not with a beer review, but an unboxing. And yeah, I didn't do a review yesterday because it was my dad's birthday, and went up to London to visit the Queen, or the King, or whatever it is nowadays. And it took 3.5 hours to get back, and the journey's about an hour and a half, but it took 3.5 because of the wonderful thing that is the M25. There was a crash. No, there were 2 crashes. One car rolled over. What the fuck, man? When it's Christmas, why do people drive like absolute idiots? If you don't usually drive, don't drive. It's crazy. Anyway, the beer company tree is still up. I guess that might be up until 12th night, maybe. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But while I was out, there was a delivery, and it was the Beer52 box, the second one in December. And I guess this is January's box. But it's weird because they do delivery every 4 weeks as opposed to every month. So technically you get 1 extra per year. So it's 13 periods within the year, if that makes sense. So there's always 1 month where there's a crossover and you get 2 within 1 month, especially if it's a long month like December, 31 days. So yeah, the chances of it being in December are greater than, say, it being in February, because it wouldn't happen, would it? Right, let us see. I can honestly say that I cannot remember, because although I did the unboxing at the beginning of the month, I haven't had any of the beers because of the advent calendar boxes that I've been drinking and doing reviews on, as you well know, if you're used to this channel. If not, if you are new to this channel and you're just interested because you want to see what's in the Beer52 box, think about clicking like, subscribe down below, and you'll never miss a review, because I always review all of the beers that are in these boxes. So it will be worth your while. I'll try to do at least a beer review every day, but like yesterday, sometimes life gets in the way, things happen, and I don't do a review. I might do a beer review today, so that'll be 2 videos, but one's going to be an unboxing video and then the other one will be a beer review. But hey, I digress. So for those of you that don't know, the Beer52 box is quite strategic. So obviously it's a box, it says Beer52 on it, etc, etc. It's got a picture of someone drinking beer, which is kind of cool, but the actual box itself is in sections. So you flip this up and you've got some goodness inside, but there's a little gap down here, and there's always the magazine usually goes in that slot, and sometimes things fall out of the magazine, and then you go in the main slot and there's other things. I have got an exclusive invitation for something, so I'll have a look at that. We have got snacks and supplies. But let's have a look in here first. So this time the theme of this box is ones to watch, i.e. breweries to watch, and on the back it usually has next month. So next month's is Manchester beers. I've been to Manchester a few times, and hey, it is what it is for someone that's born down south, but Manchester's beer scene is really good. Lots of different stuff. Okay, so we have got 60% off Craft Gin Club, which is always worthwhile doing. If you want to do that, pause the video and you are more than welcome to use this voucher. Or if you want to know more, you can click one of those QR link codes. I actually do this. We do the Craft Gin Club, so we get, don't do it every month, but every few months we get some gin, which is always good. What have we got here? Shopify. Another another voucher code. So if you are interested in Shopify, pause the video and click on that QR code. Absolutely phantasmagorical. What do we got here? Coffee, 50% off coffee with packed. First 2 orders, so it's like buy one get one free. BE50 is the code, or again you can scan that QR code. And Groom, you can, let's have a look. You can get a boxed set of Groom, which is soaps and all sorts of things, worth 20 quid. They're doing a box set from the look of it. You can get your first box set for free. And once again, there's one of those code things. Loads of box sets. As you can see, I've still got this horrendous cold. So I have to apologise, dear listener, dear viewer. I'm getting really annoyed because this is 3 weeks now. I've had this thing and it is not going away. And I feel okay. It's just my throat, especially when I talk. And this video would be boring if I did that kind of stuff. Be a mime of myself. Right, let us see what we've got in here. So this is a wine 52 thing. Did actually do this for a while, but we didn't really drink enough wine. So wine lovers, £32 to spend on wine, etc, etc. So if you would like to start a wine 52, and like I say, if you like wine and you drink a lot of wine, it might be worthwhile. You can get 3 bottles of wine for 9 quid when you use that. So essentially, you're just paying for the postage on that one. That is it. So let's have a wee look in here. I've got some really good articles. The writing in here, sometimes the writing is has an agenda, which I really don't like. Please keep your agendas to yourself. But some of the actual articles on breweries, etc., etc., are really, really cool. It's when people try and put a political agenda across in a hobby. Stick to the hobby. Don't put your politics in, because you can go fuck off if you're doing that. And you'll lose people's business as well if you start doing that. So I would recommend you do not put politics into hobby stuff. Really cool. Liking that magazine. Okay. What have we got? We have some snaps. Wow, and for a change, it looks like these are often really small bags, but these are slightly bigger. Harvest snaps, sour cream and chive, which is cool. I like those. And I think we've had these before. Well and truly crunchy smoky paprika. These are kind of like knickknacks or that kind of thing, crunchy sort of things. Look a bit like worms. Really nice, liking those. That size packet is normal, so that's a 15 gram. I think a normal crisp packet's like 40, 50 grams maybe. This one, he says coughing, is 21 grams, so that's a larger pack. And obviously, the pack itself is substantially larger. Right, let's dive in and see what we got beer-wise. So we've got this one, Doc's Beer, Sou'wester, which is a cold IPA, 5.8%. Cold IPA is one of those trendy things that people tend to do. There is no definition of what it is either, which is annoying. So different people have different ways of doing cold IPAs. It's nonsense, like a lot of things. Okay, so we've got Newton Park Mirage. a Crike Pale Ale at 4.5%. That looks quite cool. Aha! Heard of these guys? Oh, there is another Crike. This one is an IPA. Crike IPA, 5.4% by Amity. So which ones? Those two were Quikes. Crike is one of those yeasts that comes up quite a lot in the homebrewing world. Not as much, and I'm surprised, but not as much in the professional brewing world. It leaves certain flavours depending on the strain of yeast that people use, but it also means you can brew a lot quicker than you might do traditionally. Right, this one is Astronauta. This is Jester Santiago, Chile. So I guess they're from Chile. It says Jester American Stout. Interesting. 7.5. Wow. First of the strong ones. I like to see strong beers. And not being critical to any other beer companies. Haha, beer company. Beer52 do give you strong beers, and they also give you large cans sometimes, which is always nice to see. This one's Lost Dark Magic Stout from Polly's, and this one is reasonably strong, 6% stout, and it's in a massive can. If you forget, Polly's. So that's cool. That's going to be worth a shout. So I better put those two together because they're the dark beers, whereas these are all sort of pale ales and IPAs and things. The majority are still smaller. Right, Ad Astra Brewery. And this, Pilsner. That's Pilsner, not spelt correctly, so I guess that's supposed to be a modern interpretation of Pils. 4.2% on the ABV, and there's the old Ad Astra. It's a Kolsch. Okay, so it's a Kolsch version of Pilsner, which is kind of what Kolsch is anyway, right? I don't know. Right. Oh, got another Amity one. They do some really nice beers, Amity, and hopefully it will focus on there. Cinnamon. Ding ding. Cinnabon Bessie. Cinnamon Milk Stout at 4.5%. Interesting. That's going to be a sort of Christmassy one. So does it go with Amity or does it go with dark beer? I'm going to put it with dark beer. Ooh, okay. So this is called New Barnes. Dun dun dun. Come on, dude. New Barnes for humans. Okay, and this is called a Golden Promise Halleslager, 4.2% beer. Golden Promise is a type of malt. Gets a unique kind of taste. Get that dauber out of my face. It is good. I used. I don't think I've used Golden Promise. I've used Optic. That's one of the other ones. The other malts. But Golden Promise is good. Okay. Now this says Session APA, which is kind of a bit weird. SPOH. I'm not 100% sure who they are. SPOH. Not sure where they're from either. But it's a Session APA. 3.4. Wow, this 3.14. My God, that is ridiculously low in alcohol. So we'll try that one. 3 point something percent. Wow, it's been a while since I've had a 3 point anything percent. So that's there. So I'm assuming this is a dark beer as well. Perhaps it is indeed. So that one is Cortago, por favor, oatmeal milk stout. And that is a reasonably strong bad boy. If it focuses, I believe that says 6.5. Yep, does indeed. From Strange Brewing. Brewed with specialty coffee and cocoa nibs. And it's got a sort of weird, what is that, a raccoon sawing the lady in half, sawing the gentleman in half in this case. Yeah, some sort of magic trick. Anyway, that is the final dark beer. I might even review this beer later on. We'll see how well we go. This is the Canterbury Ale, which I got for Christmas. Lovely Christmas present. But we'll see how well we do. Anyway, that is the beer box. One to watch for the end of December. We're definitely going to have another box before the end of January. So this is the doubled up one. Guys, this has been Unclejona. If, as I said previously, if you want to watch me reviewing these beers, you'll have to keep up with the channel. Click like, click subscribe down below. Turn on the bell, flick the bell, ring the bell. Whatever you do with the bell is up to you in the privacy of your own home. And what that does is, yeah, it basically means every video you won't miss. Little click for you, but it does mean a good deal to the channel. So please at least click like, because you're in 16 minutes in so far. This has been Unclejona. Shalom to you guys. And we've got a few beers to drink in January. Shalom.